Welcome back to Highlight Movie Recap. Today I'll show you a love, suspense, and betrayal drama and family film from 2025 titled Another Tale of Love. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. Kenneth was going to take a bold step into doing what he had never done before, and together with his friend Matthew. He is expecting a lady who happens to be his girlfriend from Kenya. Matthew was not in support of this, but he couldn't convince his friend who is in love. The lovers met for the first time after months of talking on the phone. He decided to bring Kimberly to his hotel room rather than his house. Kim was inquisitive to know why a hotel room. He told her that his house was under renovation and they will be moving in soon. At this point, I can tell you that situations like this can lead to a good or bad omen, to have accepted to be lodged in with a man that you haven't met before. The lovers missed each other and spent lovely moments together. Kim was happy to see the handsome man behind the phone for months without seeing each other. They spent a couple of days at the hotel. The lovers also went out to have fun and made memories together. Kim told him one night to permit her to bring her sister along from Kenya to come stay with them in Nigeria. This shouldn't be a problem to Kenneth. He also wanted to talk to her family on video call and also get to know them. 1 week later, Sophia arrived in Nigeria. It was such an amazing moment for the sisters. Kenneth had to leave the sisters to bond. Sophia admires him and told her sister that she is lucky to have such a man. Sophia was also inquisitive about staying in a hotel, but Kim told her to expect something bigger because her man's house is under renovation. It is 6 months now since they started talking. Kenneth thought that it was time to do the right thing. He proposed to her as it was such a joyful moment to Kim. Kenneth took the ladies out to nice places and the cinema to catch fun, and finally, they were home. Kenneth brought the ladies to his humble abode, but to Kim, this was way lesser than she expected. She thought that her fiancé is rich enough to afford a mansion after all his extravagant spending in the hotel. Kenneth told her that he got the money from his boss and did all that to welcome her. Now she is faced with reality. Ever since then, Kim has put on a cold attitude because he lied to her while she was in Kenya that he was rich and did all he did to impress her, only to find out that he is a poor man. Ken was about to leave for work the following morning. She met Sophia cleaning the house and gave her some money to give to her sister to prepare a meal before leaving. Kim came out angry and told her sister that they are leaving the house immediately back to Kenya. To Sophia, going back to Kenya after bragging about her man will be a slap on her face. Sophia gave her the message Kenneth dropped before leaving the house. To Kim, she can't bring herself down to cook for a poor man. Perhaps you should begin to sort out the difference between the two ladies. Sophia thought that leaving a man to go hungry to bed after working all day isn't ideal, so she got food items for the market to prepare a nice meal. Kenneth came back from work. She welcomed him and told him that her sister prepared something nice for him to eat. He was having dinner when Kim came in from wherever she went to, but she still kept a hostile behavior and walked out. Kenneth knows that she is still mad at him, so he made breakfast for her, but everything about him disgusts her. She told him to take away what looks like a poor man's food to her. Even though Sophia has to believe that Kenneth deceived her by impressing her with good stuff at the first instance, that doesn't mean that he doesn't love her sister. The ladies were still arguing about this same man when he came in with some of his clothes for dry cleaning. Kim told him that she didn't come to Nigeria to suffer. Sophia collected the clothes from him to help dry clean them for him. One day, Kim was checking the wardrobe. She saw a lump sum of money in an envelope and took it. And with a baby girl lifestyle, she took her sister out for a drink. Sophia knows that her sister cannot afford to pay for the drinks. Kim showed her the money but didn't tell her how she got it. Although it didn't go down well with Sophia. Just then, a man walked in. He looked rich. This was the kind of man Kim had always wanted for herself. Raymond approached the ladies. Kim was ever ready to mingle. She left her table to join him as Sophia sat and watched her sister from a distance. They exchanged contact, and ever since then, she had something more important to pay attention to. Kenneth walked in to find her not putting on her engagement ring. He wanted to know the reason why. To Kim, she indirectly told him that she is done with the relationship, perhaps because she got someone better. She told him that she can't settle with a poor man. Kenneth was already getting tired of the disrespect and walked out. He told Sophia to talk to her sister and walked out. Kim feels contented now with what consumed her attention, even at the middle of the night while her fiancé was asleep. The truth is that a woman who doesn't value your little effort already has your replacement until she is done with extorting the little that you bring. Kenneth couldn't find the money he left in the drawer. He asked Kim, but she denied ever seeing any money. He also went to ask Sophia. She told him not to have seen any money, so he left. Kim then walked in to tell her about the money she showed her at the bar. Sophia really felt bad, but she can't implicate her sister. Kim is set to go on a date with Raymond. He came to pick her up from her fiancé's house. You can imagine the level of disrespect. He brought her to his house. This is what Kim has always wanted, which is a baby girl's life. Kim came back to meet Sophia already waiting for her. She told her that Kenneth had been worried about her. Sophia wants the best for her sister, but she's also considering the fact that she may as well leave the house if Kenneth decides to send her sister away. She came inside the bedroom to find Kenneth. He asked her where she was coming from. Kim ignored the question and kept emphasizing on the fact that he lied to her about not telling her about his financial status before coming to Nigeria. But Kenneth never recalled telling her that he was rich. To him, he could afford to give her shelter, feed her, and also clothe her from his little earnings. Kim doesn't care. All she wants is a baby girl's treatment. Kim and Raymond met more often. It shouldn't be surprising if you find such a woman cheating on you. Raymond promised her the world if she can be his and move into his house. She pleaded with him if she could move in with her sister, and he accepted. Back home, Kenneth and Sophia were worried because she wasn't conversant with Nigeria. It was already getting late and she was nowhere to be found. Kenneth knows that he will be in trouble if anything happens to her. Kim spent the night at his house without letting anyone back home about her whereabouts. She finally came back without an atom of being remorseful. All she had to say to him is that she is done with the relationship. This sounded strange to them, but she didn't care. She went in to pack her belongings. It's funny how most women believe that they deserve a soft and better life without bringing in any value to the relationship. Sophia also tried to stop her about the big mistake she was about to make. To Kim, Kenneth is a deceit and doesn't deserve love. Sophia had no choice than to join her sister into Raymond's apartment. He welcomed the ladies and told them to eat and drink whatever they like while he went back to work. Kim finally gets what she wants with what she thinks she has. All that most ladies of her kind think they can offer is to warm his bed and give him the comfort that he wants. But how many men today still accept such kind of ladies, if not for what they can get, and finally dump her? Sophia asked her if this is what she presumed to be a good life for leaving a good man like Kenneth, all because of the food and drink, television, and air conditioner. This is the same thing Kenneth also provides for her, but what do you say about a woman who compares men and their financial status? Nothing ever satisfies her. Matthew tried to console his friend who is heartbroken. He wants Kenneth to know that there are beautiful ladies out there who are willing to accept him the way that he is. The truth is that a woman will easily move on when she finds a man better than you, while you remain shattered in broken pieces. It is left for you to take good care of yourself first, before any woman. Sophia can't still imagine how her sister moved so fast without emotions. She couldn't stand her and lost appetite in an instant. Another thing you should know about ladies who come to your house to make videos because your apartment looks nice to show off to her peers and society that she is doing fine. They are the kind of ladies who will compare your apartment to that better one, and once they gain access into that better apartment by offering their body, they quickly dump you. Sophia wouldn't stop talking to her sister until she realized her mistakes. Kim was already getting tired of her too many complaints. She thinks it's high time that Sophia left her house so she could enjoy her life to the fullest. Sophia had nowhere else to go than Kenneth's house. He welcomed her in and told her to stay for as long as she wanted. Kenneth was leaving for work the following morning. He gave her some money for her upkeep. Sophia thinks the money was too much for her and wanted him to keep some, and from all indications, she looks more homely than her sister. Could it be that Kenneth might see the value in her and also a blessing in disguise? We haven't talked about what Kenneth does for a living. He is a security guard, and to make matters worse, he is the security guard to Raymond, who is the general manager of the company. Matthew happens to be a cleaner in the same organization too. Kim called to ask him if she can bring lunch to him in the office. You could notice she now does some of the house chores in the house. This is what she would never do in Kenneth's house. Be sure that ladies like this will do things that she wouldn't have done because of your money pending when you're replaced. She came to his office to find her ex working as a security guard. This is the most hilarious thing she has ever seen in a while. Kim introduced herself as his fiancée's girlfriend and walked in. She came in to give him the food. She also asked him to give her money for shopping. To a woman of her type, nothing goes for nothing. He must pay for everything that she does for him, which includes warming his bed. She came back to his post to inflict more pains. She told him that she was going to tell her fiancé to sack him for hurting her. She meant every word of hers. First, she called her sister, whom she hasn't called for a while now, just to tell her that she saw Kenneth working as a security guard in her fiancé's organization. All Sophia told her was that there is dignity in labor and ended the call. And then she told Raymond that his security guard embarrassed her in the office and wants Raymond to sack him. Don't be surprised to find out that even when they leave you, they also wish to plot your downfall by taking away the little one you have if an opportunity presents itself. Kenneth came home to tell her that she saw Kim at his workplace. He was surprised to find out that she already escalated the news. Sophia encouraged him not to give up because his hard work is more honorable than a fraudulent man. She told him that she prepared something for him to eat. Now it is glaring for you to see that two sisters can come from one mother, but one chooses to be a gold digger than being an idealist, and the other is the reverse. Sophia asked him if he could help her get a job to support him, rather than to sit at home doing nothing. Kenneth promised her to help her get a job at his workplace. Kenneth came to meet her later that evening. He has been thinking lately about telling her how he feels about her. To Sophia, dating her sister's ex isn't ideal as she walked out on him. Raymond resumed office the next day with his girlfriend. He called Kenneth to give him the last strike about any complaints from his girlfriend, or he would be fired. Matthew saw all that was going on in the office. He wanted to know what was going on. Kenneth's phone rang from his boss to go get drinks for his girlfriend. This was supposed to be Matthew's job, but they all know that Kim would be behind all these to make him feel less of himself. The security man brought the drinks for them and was asked to leave. Some minutes later, one of the staff came in. He asked her to get all the documents of the department to his table because they were expecting the CEO of the company anytime soon. Kim asked him who the CEO is, and she wants him to talk to the CEO about getting a job also. Perhaps you wouldn't have thought that Kim is finding her way to scale up to the CEO's level in order to dump Raymond for a better offer. Sophia also has been thinking about what he told her the last time. To her, Kenneth is a good man and doesn't deserve to be maltreated. She came the next morning to give him her credentials for the job, but he had already left. She called him. He apologized for leaving early and dropped some cash on the table. He asked her to bring it to his office while he sent the address to her. Every staff member was present for a brief meeting to expect the CEO. Raymond came in to find the security guard and cleaner among the staff members. He chased them out to go back to their duty post. He briefed them on what is expected and asked them to go back to their offices until he arrives. Kim was also excited to meet with the CEO, but Raymond told her to wait for him at the waiting room until the CEO leaves. Kim insisted that she was going to stay with him. Whatever makes her happy is fine with Raymond. He told her that she was going to be his personal assistant. Later on, the CEO finally arrived. Raymond saw that Kenneth and Matthew accompanied the CEO in and ordered them to leave. The man who was assumed to be the CEO told them that he is not the CEO, but asked Kenneth to introduce himself. Everyone was dumbfounded when Kenneth introduced himself as the CEO of the company that they all have long awaited for as they all clapped. Raymond was already displaying his prideful arrogance and kept underrating him. Kenneth opened up that he did all these on purpose for some personal reasons in raising a family, and also for the fact that he noticed some stealing going on in the company. So he applied to be a security guard in order to watch out for loopholes in his company and fish out the bad eggs. On several occasions, Raymond, as the general manager, has siphoned diesel and gas in large quantities from the company, manipulated the records, and also diverted funds to his personal account. But he kept watching. Kenneth asked him to leave the office premises, and he will hear from his lawyers. He took the seat and also asked one of the staff to see Kim out while she tried to ask for his forgiveness. He also asked them to bring Sophia inside because he knew that she was already at the gate waiting. It was like a dream to everyone. Sophia never saw this coming. Kenneth explained his reasons for his actions after suffering several heartbreaks from women who only came for his money. The question now is, will Sophia accept a man who was once an ex to her sister? Watch out for the movie, Another Tale of Love. Thanks for watching this movie recap. Please comment your thoughts and also like and share this video for more super amazing videos that we're bringing to you. And if you're watching from our YouTube channel, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification for more. Thank you.